All right, so today is day 2 on the traveling trading station, and today I only took 2 trades, and they were both small size and small winners. But $398.57 is not bad. So I did that between about 8 a.m. and it's 10 a.m. now. So about 2 hours of trading, and now I can enjoy the rest of the day. I feel like, hey, I locked up a small green day. That's not bad, and I'll get back at it and try to do the same thing tomorrow. Today was very slow. And you can see this if you look at the gap scan here. Our top 5 gappers, top 5 gappers, they all had floats of over 50 million shares. So these were all higher float stocks. They're not stocks that I really expect to see big moves out of. And although you did get a little action on some of them, PRE earlier pre-market put in a bit of a squeeze as it broke through 3, it went to 350. I didn't trade it at that time. That was a little earlier, 7:30, but it did make that move, so that's fine. But anyways, I didn't trade that. SHC kind of grinding up. Didn't trade that one. OSH. This one a little higher price, ended up pulling back. WEJO is low priced. OSH is higher price. Sorry, WEJO is lower price. FRO price is fine, but the float's too high. So my first trade this morning was on JAM. All right, so I made $203.31 on it, $202. Small winner. This one hit our scanners pretty early in the morning. I'll just pull up the chart. So basically on this, we had an 8 a.m. or it was 8:30 algo spike. 8:30 news comes out and it starts popping up. And I wasn't sure about it at first, but I did end up getting a trade on it. As it broke through this level of 2 and squeezed up to a high of 230, that's where I was trading it on these 2 candles here. So not bad. Unfortunately, the highest volume candle of the day was a red candle. That's not great. So in any case, only made small gains on that with smaller share size. Wasn't really feeling it. Didn't get back in for another trade. At the open, I didn't have anything I was watching for a gap and go, but I was watching ATLX, which is just resumed from a halt. This was an OTC uplist, so I thought maybe it was worth watching. It halted up and then it's halted once down and is now resuming here. Didn't end up giving us any trades, at least for me. So I didn't trade that, but it was halted and then started trading shortly after the open. And then we had TGL. This one I only made 200 on. The volume was pretty light. Pre-market news comes out and it spikes up on this candle here on like 75,000 shares of volume. Pretty light, but it goes up to 251 and halts up. It opens and I got a dip and rip on it long at 278 with profit at $3. But I only filled 1,600 shares of a 2,500 share order. So 1,600 shares, I made like 12 cents a share average, taking profit at 90. I was in at 78, took profit at 93. Best exit was 315, but smaller size again. So yeah, I just felt like today it wasn't flowing. Today we didn't have a good gap scan. We didn't have obvious stock. And so the right move today was to slow down. I was talking with someone yesterday. We're doing trader rehab right now at Warrior. So for the first, and we did this last year also, sort of new year, new you. It's a good time to press the reset button. So I have our trading psychology team, Ted and Diane. They're running this program 3 times daily touch points, starting at 7:30, meeting at 1 p.m., and then meeting again at 4. And the goal is to help encourage you guys to create a plan for yourself and then to follow the plan. And so one of the things that someone said to me, they had a red day yesterday and they said, I think I trade with too much size. I'm going to trade with smaller size tomorrow. And my kind of feeling on that was you're adjusting your share size based on your P&L. And wouldn't it be better to, if, for instance, tomorrow we have a really obvious stock, to go ahead and trade it normally, or as you would, But if we don't have anything, then to trade conservatively. And in fact, yesterday I kind of thought, maybe that they were trading a little too aggressively given that we didn't have a lot yesterday either. So if you really are trading the market you're in, then your share size will be dictated by what's happening. When it's hot, you're going to trade more aggressively with bigger share size. When we're seeing one of these themes where there's big momentum and exaggerated moves, that's the time to try to capitalize. But then when it's slow, like it was today or like it was yesterday, these are the times really to cool off and to sit tight and to wait for when it does start to flow. So this is a time for me where I'm not interested in pushing it on a day where it's not happening. And today it didn't feel like it was happening for me. Now, listen, I'm on vacation. Maybe we end up getting some great opportunities later today or in the afternoon, but I'm not going to mess around with that. I'm trading for a small window while I'm on my traveling trading station, and I've got to make the most of what I can in that window and be efficient with my use of time. So today, small green day, but these small green days, no doubt, they add up, right? It wouldn't make sense to take, $10,000 of risk to make only 400. But as long as the risk and reward makes sense, small green days are fine and they add up. And so I'm going to keep trying to stack up small green days like today and like yesterday. And then when things start to open up, I'm going to step up to the plate. And my account right now is at all-time highs. I'm not in a drawdown. I didn't have a big loss from pushing it too hard when it was cold. I'm ready to step up to the plate when things start to look good. Both in the mental perspective, but also from the buying power perspective. My account, when you have a big drawdown, if you lose half your account, then all of a sudden when things start to heat up, you can't afford to trade aggressively because your account's too small. So then you have this sort of double hit, the hit of the initial loss and then the hit of the opportunities that it costs you moving forward. So it's just a good reminder to try to really focus on discipline. We're in a new year, regardless of how these last 2 weeks or so have started for you. Starting tomorrow, you can focus on following your rules for your strategy. So that's what I would encourage. All right, so that's it for me. Thanks for tuning in. As always, a reminder that trading is risky. My results aren't typical, and there's no guarantee you'll find success whether you trade with me or you learn on your own. So take it slow, and I'll see you back here first thing tomorrow morning.